doing? Hope you're doing all right. Today we're talking about the Plux by Vinpoc. I don't really know who it's made by. I actually got this on Indiegogo nearly a year ago. It was around when I got my iPhone X. And basically what this thing is a take on the AirPower mat, because who knows when we're gonna see that. It's probably gonna be a little while. This is basically the review on it. So the other day I got this not too long ago, and we'll go through the unboxing first. So first things first, actually, before I get into it, inside of the little yellow manila folder, whatever this thing is, envelope thing, has this thing, which I don't know what this is for, and it has some little mini tech accessories. What is this? Watch screen protectors, I think. These are screen protectors for your watch. Okay, cool, I guess. And then this is something I know I've seen these before on Amazon. It's for you to wrap up your headphones in. So I guess cool little things on the side for them to toss in there. Sorry if it's a little loud. I have the dishwasher going right now. First things first, box is pretty standard. Nothing to write home about, but works. I got the black variant of the Plux chargers. So inside we have a little manual. Put that off to the side for now. And looks like instructions on how to put the cables inside of it, because it isn't just as seamless as the AirPower mat. It's actually got a little bit of work that you need to do to make it work. And it looks like a bunch of stickers to put on top of it, I think. So this is the main unit right here that you'll be putting your Apple Watch on right here, phone here, and I believe AirPods there. So let's take a look. This is, I think, the stand, and this is to make it stand vertically, I think. And looks like a cable. I'm not really sure. So let's take a look. We might actually have to dig into the manual. It says connect the wireless receiver to the AirPods. This receiver. Oh, right. So in order to wirelessly charge the AirPods, since the newer AirPods have not come out yet, you actually have to take this case right here, which has a built-in Qi charger right here. Do I have to take this plastic off? I don't think so. So this is something that, some people might not like. I personally probably am going to end up not using this feature because I don't need this silicone thing. I tend to put my AirPods inside of the little coin pocket pouch on my jeans. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe I'll end up liking this. So in goes the AirPods like this, and that's not that bad. It's not great. We'll see if I end up keeping that or not. I'll let you know after using it for a little while. But it works. So AirPods are connected. We'll put that off to the side.
Much later.
This right here, rubber pad, yep, to the center of the charging pad. These instructions are not very...
Much later.
Here. And almost there.
Eventually.
By itself. You'd need I think I'm just gonna go with it flat. Like that. Let's give it a test. We'll start with the watch, which have the Milanese loop on, so I need to kind of do that for now. There we go. Charging. Took a split second longer than it usually has to, but phone's charging, and AirPods. Apple Watch is charging, and if we open it, should hopefully tell us that it's charging. AirPods are charging. You can see the little lightning bolt right there. Wow, okay, well it works. So it's been about 3 or 4 days now that I've had it, and I've gotten to mess around with it, toss all of my devices on there and charge it, and let me put it this way, it gets the job done. It does what it says it's going to do, but for the price of $45, there are many other things on Amazon that will do what it does. You know, it won't be the same form factor. You can get something like this that you can put your Apple Watch on and have it, you know, up off the ground. It's, you know, not the same. It's similar, but it's just not as high quality as I thought $45 was gonna get me. Which, you know, some of you might be saying, what were you expecting? It was in Indiegogo. That was actually the first time that I had actually gotten something on Indiegogo, so let's put it this way, it definitely works. It charges your phone totally fine, it charges your watch completely fine, and it charges your Apple Watch the way it should. But it's not perfect, and the setup was not that easy. You already saw on the unboxing and setup that it was a little lengthy and you had to do a little bit more than I myself wanted to, and I'm sure anyone else would want to. In reality, it wasn't that bad. Like, the setup wasn't even that complicated or hard at all. It was just more than I thought it was going to be. So for example, you can actually see on the box that it's actually sitting up. I couldn't figure out how to do it without having to go to another YouTube video or doing research on how to do it. So I got frustrated and I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it on the ground and have it sitting as it is right now. And yeah, I could have easily, you know, Googled it, but that was part of it. It wasn't as simple and as easy as I really wanted it to be. And I know anyone else who, you know, got their hands on this, unless they're, you know, a big techie like me and they don't care. It's just more than what I really thought it should have been, and they could have made the instructions a little bit easier when it came to setting this up. I managed to figure it out, but the setup could have been a little nicer. Let's also talk about the build of it. It's not bad, but it's not great. You're putting 3 really expensive Apple products on there. You want to have something nice to put them on, at least if you're like me. And it's just not quite exactly as nice as I thought it was going to be. And also, if you buy the black one, you've got this sore thumb sticking out. Should have gotten the white one maybe. But they gave stickers for you to put on them. The sticker that I had actually had one too many holes. It has lights up on the top that tell you when it's charging. For some reason the sticker also had holes down here, so I was like, I'm not gonna use that, it's gonna look weird. The other thing is it's USB-C hooking up in the back over here, going to USB-A on the back. It's like, just pick one. It's like the lightning connectors to USB-A. I mean, just pick one at this point. Like, I mean, I hold it and it just doesn't feel, you know, as premium. Like, it's sitting here next to, you know, the Harman Kardon Aura, next to the Xbox, and it doesn't look, you know, that bad, but it just isn't as nice as I thought it was going to be. And, you know, that might not bother you at all because, I mean, you're not really going to be touching it, you're going to be dropping things on it. But I feel like it could have been more premium, or maybe they could have offered, you know, a more premium model. I mean, it is what it is. It's an Indiegogo, so there's no going back now. If you're a Milanese loop watch band user, then you're going to have to extend it pretty much all the way. If you have it set on the ground like this, you have to pick it up and slide it through like that. So, you know, I've got other watch bands, but that one's my favorite one to use, and charging it, I need to do just that little extra step, which, again, it's not that bad, but it's just things that I notice, and I figure if you're looking into it, you'd want to know as well. I'm curious how the Air Mat is going to get around with that. I'm curious how they're going to get around with that, because a lot of people really like that Milanese loop. The part that bothers me the most out of this thing is what it does to your AirPods. And don't get me wrong, I actually kind of like that it's black like that, but it's just not as well built as I've seen other silicone cases. I've seen people who have like these really sturdy ones that they have their AirPods clipped to their backpack, and that scared the hell out of me for a second. I thought that, you know, that would fall off, but no, it really grips the hell out of your AirPods. This one's not quite exactly like that, and I'll open it, and the black top right here doesn't stick to the AirPods. And I mean, I never had anything on my AirPods before. I just carried them around normally without any case or anything like that. And so I don't really care what happens to the case of the AirPods. But the way that it's used just doesn't feel that great. If this stayed on here or it was a lot more solid, it would be totally fine, but it's just not quite exactly what I thought it was going to be. Oh, and the other thing, I've got Qi chargers all over the place. This Qi charger is the only one that I feel comfortable using this one on, because all the other ones, this thing overheats. Like, it gets really warm. If I take the AirPods out and actually put them in my ear, they're really warm, and I've never had the actual AirPods themselves get warm. I've had the case get warm just slightly, but this is like significantly warm. I wish I had like a temperature gauge or a thermometer that I could point on here and show you guys. It gets really warm if you use it on a different Qi charger than the one that comes here. So that's something to know, because it's probably not good for the AirPods. I had been really excited for this Plux charging pad to get here, and it's just not quite exactly what, you know, it seemed to be. The commercials and all of the advertising that they had made it seem really premium. Based off of what I've received and how it's been for the past few days, it's not bad. It works. It does what they said it would do, but it just feels like a really half-baked product, and I feel like they could have made it so much better. I don't want to keep this video too long. It's just kind of like my take on the Plux charger. It's just not quite exactly what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you liked it, you know what to do, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.